Howdy all! Welcome to Adventures with Kendall. And today's adventure will take us back to Williams, Arizona for a more in-depth look at this Route 66 town and explore what's there to see. So let's get going and check out Williams, Arizona. Located in northern Arizona and west of Flagstaff, this city has approximately 3,000 people and is known as the gateway to the Grand Canyon. It is also the southern terminus of the Grand Canyon Railway, which we did a video on Railroad Adventures with Kendall. But before we get into all of that, let's get into the story of the town itself. The land that Williams, Arizona now sits was originally home to the native peoples of the region, including the Havasupai, the Hualapai, Yavapai, and Hopi. The large mountain in the area marked an important boundary of Hopi lands and was known as Tasik Somo, the grassy hill. The first non-native into the Williams, Arizona area was mountain man William Shirley Williams, who was called by Old Bill. He came into the area in the 1820s and 30s when he was a fur trapper and pathfinder. After Bill Williams died in 1849, the Sick Greaves expedition commemorated the legendary mountain man by naming the mountain Bill Williams Mountain. The town site was created by a cowboy named C.T. Rogers in 1879. A year later in 1880, railroad workers put their camp on the map when they began construction of the Atlantic Pacific Railroad in 1880. By 1881, this camp had enough inhabitants to qualify for a post office, requiring them to pick a name. The town of Williams gets its name from the volcanic peak that rises above it, Bill Williams Mountain.
A rugged landmark in a rugged region, named for a fabulous frontiersman of the old Santa Fe Trail.
In no time at all, the town of Williams became a shipping center for nearby ranching and lumber industries. This included the Saginaw Lumber Company, who moved into town in 1883. There was also copper mining just north of Williams, but when the mining boom ran out, the Santa Fe Railroad took over the defunct mining railroad and extended it to the Grand Canyon, opening the new line on September 17, 1901. Being a stop along the Santa Fe Railroad's Chicago to Los Angeles main line, Williams, Arizona will get their own Harvey House, the Fray Marcos. This restaurant and hotel provided comfort for passengers along the Santa Fe Railroad, whether crossing their way along the main line or taking a fun day trip to the Grand Canyon National Park.
Its magnitude, its depth, and its color are almost hypnotic to those who come to marvel at its sheer majestic grandeur.
Check out our video on Railroad Adventures with Kendall to learn more about the Grand Canyon Railway. Meanwhile, in 1926, Route 66 officially reached the community where the new road incorporated the existing National Old Trails Road, and from that time on, Williams was a part of Route 66. By 1955, the town's economy thrived on tourism, benefiting from the influx of travelers headed to the Grand Canyon. They were also drawn by the region's appealing summer climate and winter sports opportunities at Bill Williams Mountain. The city of Williams was the last one whose section of Route 66 was bypassed. This was due to lawsuits that kept the last section of Interstate Arizona from being built around the city. After the settlements called for the state to build 3 exit ramps into Williams, the suits were dropped and the I-40 was completed. Interstate 40 opened around the town on October 13, 1984. Newspapers the next day reported that it was essentially the end of Route 66, and the following year, Route 66 was decommissioned. 5 years later, hope will come to the city in the form of the Grand Canyon Railway, which opened for service on September 17, 1989. Today, the city of Williams, Arizona is a charming community worth visiting while along Route 66. You could get on board the Grand Canyon Railway and take a trip to the Grand Canyon National Park. You can also stay on site at the Grand Canyon Hotel and RV Park. But more details on that will be on our Grand Canyon Railway episode on Railroad Adventures of Kendall. Anyway, downtown Williams is a fun place to explore while in the area. You can enjoy all the fun amenities of this classic Route 66 town and enjoy all the sights around you. It has a great mixture of the Old West and Old Mother Road charm that will embrace you as you walk down Main Street. In fact, there are many surprises that you'll see on your walk around downtown. See? A fun surprise! Now that we've seen what's on the outside, let's take a look inside the shops. Some of them have great items. In here, we'll get to see a selection of fine candies and other fun snacks that you get in this Wild West style building. It almost feels like stepping inside an old general store from back in the day. Want a bit of the Mother Road? There are also shops along Main Street that are full of fun Route 66 related merchandise and other items related to car culture. Want a bite to eat? There are fine restaurants within Williams, such as the Pine Country Cafe and the Route 66 Diner. We're going to have a nice dinner in Goldie's Route 66 Diner. This diner is a great slice of Route 66 car culture. Full of paraphernalia from the town's history, it is a wonderful place to eat, especially if you want a nice cheeseburger in an old 1950s restaurant. But that's not the end of this fun trek, because this is what Williams, Arizona looks like at night. A full light show showcasing the classic neon that travelers would have seen along the Mother Road. And on that note, this is where our trek through Williams, Arizona will come to an end. It was a wonderful time learning the unique story of this community, and I can't wait to get back on more adventures. If you like this adventure, why not subscribe and hit that like button? Also comment where would you like us to go on our next adventure. Well, that's all the time we have here on Adventures with Kendall. See you later, folks, and may your gifts bless the world.